Always good to see you, Z.
All right. Looks like we're ready to go. I was just chatting up with everyone about the reminiscing the late '90s about the thrash keyboard configuration for the first generation of first person shooters like Quake 2, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Uh,
Oh man,
like
such classics.
yeah, I'm also dating myself, so it's no longer about Fortnite, for me.
Well, yeah, no, thanks so much for your time and coming in. And I'm super excited for this walkthrough. I've been looking forward to the One Wallet since you've been like it's been promoted and talked about. So yeah, just whenever you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah. So how about this? I'll break down this into like maybe three parts in terms of the general conversation. The first part is really just kind of like let me fly through like maybe there is a small little presentation slide put together. Don't worry, guys. It's not gonna be one of like professorial like 30-minute presentation. It's gonna be 5 minutes. I'm just gonna fly through. Hopefully, get everyone in the same space, like contextualizing what we're doing, why we're doing it, right? And this also kind of really hopefully summarized our journey for the past 6.5 months since the first line of code was developed, right? And the second part, immediately followed that, which I'll do a kind of a product fly through. So, and this is a part where Ho Chang and the rest of the engineering team has been very busy at work for the past 3.5 months to completely re-architect the entire product. So I'll walk you guys through some of the latest features that might be relevant to the general audience. And then the bulk of it, I would say, the majority of the time I'll allocate it for just really having a good conversation, like listening to the feedback and really answering any questions. And obviously, we also have a lot of questions. We're uncomfortably excited to share this with you guys. So we'd love to get some feedback from the general audience. So those are the three parts. And then with that being said, I'll just jump right into the presentation slide itself. Cool. Can you guys see the slide okay?
Yep.
Looks great. Yes.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So in case you haven't noticed, the name of the project is called One Wallet. You can find us on onewallet.xyz. That's our website domain. Follow us, check it out. That's kind of where you can also join our 12,000 people, by the way, have signed up for our waitlist. So definitely, sign up when you get a chance, onewallet.xyz. And the kind of the larger, kind of really the philosophical ambition for us is really to build up a wallet, a project that's actually so good, so delightful to use that everyone will actually feel that it's no longer just a wallet. It almost feels like your home. This is kind of where you start your Web3 journey. And this also, whatever, you know, um, activities you partake, right, in Web3, when it's all said and done, you will always come back to one wallet because this is kind of where all your friends and families are hanging out with you, right? So that's kind of really the super large kind of abstract way we've been thinking about one wallet since December of last year during the San Francisco Day One event. Um, and then just before I kind of dive into the kind of the problem solution statement, I think it's good to know the people behind the actual project itself. So as some of you may know, One Wallet, was a byproduct of my previous startup. This is my third startup now, right? The first we exited. The second, it was a Web2 company called Timeless Calendar, which is really focusing about how do you actually make some of the most productivity centric tools more social, more engaging. So that journey started, around 2019, 2020. And through that process, we actually have participated in WWDC 2019. We actually won the Design Lab Award. We participated in a lot of the kind of the Web2 conferences. For example, the gentleman on my next to me in one of the photos, his name is Jeff Ding, considered to be one of the best AI computer scientists of our generation, and he currently leads Google's DeepMind and was kind of responsible for the entire kind of orchestration of machine learning. So that's kind of really our origin. And then, in this journey, right, we also had the good fortune working with some really talented engineers over, in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. They're so good. They actually, many of them actually won like multiple international coding competition and math Olympiads. So that's kind of our origin, and also I had a good fortune to have, Michelle, Gabby, and Ho Chang kind of in the audience, and them are really helpful leading the way, right? And the reason I'm telling you about the people is because, as many of you know, Web3 only can exist is only as good as the community around you, right? And the community, and I don't mean that in a generic sense, as in like, well, these are people that you may actually share some small amount of interest. Like, community is really much deeper than that. They share your common belief, your common, interest, and also your, the incentives are also aligned within the community. So even though we were born in Web2, we fundamentally do believe in this idea of a Web3 is really all about community and community ownership. So that's why, about a year ago, we decided to really go deeper and deeper into the space of Web3 development. And then through our journey, we also kind of realize, I see, there are many people out there, who are also working on their own Web3 projects out there, including the Matt NFT folks. I think all of us who, had a good fortune to participate early in Web3, we all fundamentally realize the adoption it hasn't really happened yet, especially in the context of what we're seeing in Web2, right? And the reason why this adoption hasn't really taken off kind of in a faster pace is because there's actually very little social utility built into most of the Web3 products and services out there, including wallet, which is a space we participate in. And the lack of social utility means most of the, whether it being a wallet or a website like mirror.xyz or, even NFT marketplaces, right? There's not a good reason for you to go visit on a daily basis, right? And then on top of that, this is very much of an isolating in a single player kind of experience. All of us in this kind of a crypto arcade, we all realize what really makes it, any kind of a product or ideas interesting is when you actually participate with people that you know, or you make new connections with people that may share common interests with you. So that's kind of what we mean by One Wallet is constructed with this kind of a central thesis, which is we're going to integrate every single crypto wallet user interaction through the lens of social utility. And that's how we've been thinking about this space for the past 6+ months before a single line of code was written, and we'll continue to think in this trajectory for the foreseeable future. And then zoom in a little bit deeper, right? In terms of like, what are we solving? What types of problem, what type of user needs and wants are we really addressing? I'll break it down into kind of this kind of larger bucket. Number one, we have to evolve crypto wallet beyond just for engineers by engineers. I think a lot of the kind of limitation of some of the most popular wallets out there today, they're designed for really kind of the developers in mind, right? If you think about the hexadecimal addresses, right? The private key, public key pairs, the overly relying on layer one solution to provide transactions. These are all the issues that really makes it harder for nascent Web3 projects to take off, because that's one of the biggest barrier, right? If a wallet is really hard to use, if Web3 is really difficult to use, then you're going to lose a lot of users along the way. So we're really trying to solve these problems for the next billion users out there. And how we're addressing it is usually using the best technology that's available to us in 2022, which is, we no longer require, when a new wallet is created, we no longer require the user to write down the long, private key address and mnemonics on a piece of paper, or quite frankly, most people are just lazy enough to just take a screenshot of it. What we're doing is using, the secure enclave on your local iPhone devices, right? To basically protect and make it more accessible for day-to-day use. And then, there are also things that we're using, which is, we're using multi-party computation. Just in case you're losing one of your device or one of your account get compromised, you can always use social recovery through MPC to restore your wallet. So, so you won't freak out. Just like, you won't freak out losing that piece of paper anymore because there's no more paper to lose. You won't freak out if your device your iPhone or your Android device gets stolen. You can always recover your private key through this backup. And then, kind of continue to diving a little bit deeper in terms of the product we're building for the past, 6 months, which is, these are the 3 design principles that we always follow. Number one, which is we always want to make sure that the product is as useful as a toothbrush, and all of our hopefully everyone in the audience uses a toothbrush, but it's as useful as a toothbruch because it's one of the greatest technology out there, right? It's useful every morning and every evening. It's usable by older people, younger people, different generations, different demographic, genders, right? So we want to really pass the toothbrush test. So One Wallet always had this in mind, right? Whatever features we implement and whatever feature we don't implement is always viewed through this lens, right? Does it pass the toothbrush test? And this is a famous test that the founders of Google, Larry Page, uses every single day for the past 20 years when he evaluate a new project to fund or not to fund in the context of Google. And we think this is a good metric for us to kind of hold ourselves accountable as well. The second one, which is a lot of the user interface, the user experience that was designed for One Wallet is meant to make Web3 less visible. Now, this feels counterintuitive. I think our non-consensus argument is any sufficiently well-designed Web3 user experience should be indistinguishable from Web2. And there's also borrowing, a jab that Elon Musk threw towards the entire crypto community about a year ago when he was saying, well, for all the talk of Web3, I don't see it. Where is it? Right? Well, I think he has a point. A really well-designed Web3 experience, it should be invisible. You shouldn't have to know that you're in Web3 versus Web2. So that's kind of the second kind of a design principle that we follow. Last, and probably the most important, which is we want to design for a full spectrum of human emotions. We no longer are beholden to just look at token prices. We want to have all the kind of rich, dynamic Web3 experiences and Web3 communities be directly accessible within One Wallet. So this is kind of what I mean. One Wallet needs to sing to you. It shouldn't just, kind of respond to your commands. It needs to kind of almost have an echo, a duet with you. So you actually kind of makes your heart beat a little bit faster when you're getting access to the latest NFT drops, or you're about to join like a really exciting DAO or a really exciting GameFi project. So these are the things that we want to design for within the One Wallet user experience. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is switch gear a little bit and switch over to a live product demo. Let me go ahead and switch screen. And before I do that, are there any questions just regarding what I just presented? If not, then I'm going to switch over to my iPhone screen. All right, cool. Hopefully everyone can see my screen. All right, so a couple of things. This hopefully is not blasphemous. I know it's not the irony is not lost on me. I'm sitting on the Harmony stage, but I do want to kind of just highlight. December of last year, when I was on stage in San Francisco, I have always said the future of blockchain and crypto is actually chain agnostic. We're not there yet, right? But I'm going to tap a button here. What you see here is we're multi-chain, right? Harmony will always be kind of our kind of an origin story. That's kind of where the entire product started, right? But for the past 3.5 months, prior to all the market turmoils, we always had this mind to basically support all other EVM compatible chains out there. And this is really fostering this general idea that Web3 needs to be interoperable across multiple networks, both layer 1 and layer 2, right? So for a large majority of the demonstration today, I want to showcase the things that we have developed on top of Harmony and Polygon and Binance. Okay, so it's multi-chain. That's the first thing that's actually first time we're showing this, right? The second thing is we want to also show you is let's kind of go through the kind of the chronological order of, let's say Mad NFT. They want to get 100,000 members to their NFT marketplace, right? How will we actually accomplish this? Well, first you need to actually get people to install a non-custodial wallet because they want to have the custody of their own NFTs, right? So let me go ahead and generate a new wallet. And fingers crossed, we all know what happens when you try to do a live demo. So demo, actually, you know what? Let's have fun. Top Gun rules. I haven't seen the movie yet, by the way, guys. So I'm just gonna create a new wallet. Right, I'm missing that. I know. So let me go ahead and create a wallet. Count of 3, 1, 2, 3. So So what? Oh, it's taking a little bit longer. Okay, maybe I should have counted four. But what's happening right now is that you notice a new wallet just got created, and I didn't have to write down the private key. It's directly put on top of the secure enclave, right? On my iPhone. So and then I can also, if I want to, I can also choose to back it up through Google Authenticator, which is the 6-digit OTP that people can use to back up their private key, or you can back it up to a encrypted iCloud storage solution. And then there are other methodologies that we're implementing. For example, directly be able to connect to your cold storage wallet or back up using MPC. So the security is always in the background, protecting and safeguarding your assets. All right, so the wallet just got created. And then, well, clearly, I mean, as cool as David Bowie is, let's kind of create a new identity for myself. Let me actually create a new avatar, right? Because we said, One Wallet is really designed for Web3 community builders and project owners. So through that kind of community, everyone needs their own identity. So we have partnered with another kind of a developer called DNA3 to create a kind of an avatar-based, identity for the One Wallet. So here I'm gonna just quickly changing, it's a 3D, machine generated asset that I'm gonna quickly just change it out a little bit. I'm gonna change the color maybe, right? And then many of these items, by the way, these digital avatar items, these are all NFT, that you can access either to any one of the NFT marketplaces, right? Either OpenSea or, Mad NFTs or any other, NFT products. And you can imagine, a fashion designer or a brand can also design their own kind of apparels. We've been talking to a lot of university campuses, for example, UCLA or, Howard University or Georgetown. These localized community builders, they can actually design their own, let's say, merch, their own T-shirts to kind of really help identify these are their own community members for all the wallet holders out there, right? So I'm not gonna go get too details in terms of designing the apparel. I mean, there's a lot of interesting different, apparels. So let me just, let's say I'm happy with this one. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna give it a random gibberish name, and I can mint this avatar now as an NFT. So what's happening in the background is that we're taking this visual asset from our CDN, from our server, putting it directly, transferring it to IPFS, and then minting this avatar as an NFT on the Polygon network. And we can do that obviously with Harmony and other EVM compatible chains out there. And then, once this wallet is being created, I can obviously share this with any existing Web2 communication tools. I can put this on Twitter. I can put this on, Telegram, Signal, or, send it to my friends and family. Just letting people know that, hey, this is my new wallet name. This is what my wallet looks like. So you can actually reach me once you also join the One Wallet platform. All right. So in that process, this actually just became an avatar. So you can see that, right? And then let me switch back to my regular account. So this one is called Sofon, named after the 3-body problem. So I'm gonna send a message to Gabby. Hey Gabby, how's the hair? How's the hair? In case you guys don't know, Gabby's really particular about his hairstyle, right? So we also built in a wallet-to-wallet communication layer. So now going forward, whenever you need to send a token, I'm gonna send Gabby a token just for responding. I no longer have to do the song and dance about copy and pasting the wallet address onto any other communication apps and copy it back into the wallet. What I can do now is just send a message, right? And because we're talking, I know this is the Gabby, right? Because only Gabby would know about the hairstyle conversation. So I can confirm this is Gabby, and then I can send him a token directly. And Gabby, can you confirm that you received the token? Thumbs up. All right. Looks like he got it. All right, great. All right, so we made kind of a peer-to-peer token transfer much easier. And then also on top of that, imagine any one of the audience members. Let's say you start creating your own Web3 projects, right? Let's say you're creating a 10,000 NFT airdrop, right? You can do that directly within One Wallet because you can create a chat group or a channel and having everyone join this channel. And then once you're ready, you can actually create a kind of a NFT drop within this chat community. So we're bypassing yet another collection of tools. You no longer have to whitelist everyone's wallet address, put on a spreadsheet, send out an event, kind of a reminder, say, hey, in about 14 days at 4 p.m., Eastern time, in the US, we're dropping these, we're minting, we're token gated for the mint, right? You no longer have to do that. You can directly do this in a single user application. You have access to everyone's wallet address. You can create an event reminder, by the way, right? For example, in the kind of the curation tool aspect, you can actually create a calendar and reminding people, hey, this airdrop is coming down the pipeline, right? And then, for NFT specific raffle, you can also do this, say, hey, I'm going to actually allow 1,888 people to, get access to this NFT raffle, right? First come, first serve, you can set different rules. So these are all the different community building tools we're integrating into one wallet. And for some of you who've been kind of holding our hands throughout this one wallet journey, these are new features we've been developing for the past 3.5 months. And not in secrecy, we've been pretty open about development, but this is probably one of the first time we're actually showing it to the general public. These are the community building tools that should enable different NFT marketplaces, different DAO communities, different GameFi projects to take off. So you no longer have to cobble together different tools from Web2 and organize your community. You can do that directly within one wallet, right? I'm not going to go do all the different features, but you can see, through our kind of development process, you can already see these are the different, kind of feed that different project owners, different community builders are actually creating. For example, this one is actually this particular board is on a Snoop Dogg token gated private chat channel. You can only access the chat channel if you have the NFT, right? So it's token gated chat channel. So you can do that directly within one wallet. I'm looking at flipping through the very different content. Oh, by the way, as many of you know, we've been actively, in discussion with 88 Rising, which is a large music label, to really onboard some of their artists to mint NFTs directly within the platform, right? And also distribute concert tickets directly within one wallet. So you can now buy crypto. You can buy a concert ticket, whether in real life or digital concert ticket, directly within one wallet. So these are very different experiences, that are being curated by all the Web3 builders who are part of this platform. And one kind of a quick thing, I think many of the Web3, we've been listening and having multiple conversations with many of the Web3 community builders that fiat on-ramp is always a pain point, right? Whenever you recruit a new member, like a lot of time, you have to spend multiple sessions to educate someone. Well, how do you actually get access to tokens? Well, we've been integrating with our Transact and Wire. So now, not going to do that right now, but you can actually buy it with a single tap using Apple Pay or Google Payment, directly integrated into the wallet. So you don't have to tell them, well, go ahead and sign up for an account, go do the KYC, AML, do Binance or Coinbase. You can do that directly under a certain dollar amount, obviously, but you can do that directly using your credit card within one wallet. So fiat on-ramp is made easier. And in case, say, well, what happens if I'm actually, distributing these through some other, coins or tokens, right? Well, fear not. We're also integrated with other DEX out there. So you can do a quick swap, using the built integrated DEX into one wallet. So let's say, I'm only taking in a payment in the form of, stable coin or, BTC, right? Well, you can do that directly using one wallet. And you notice that we're also integrated with some of the swap aggregators, just so we can help the users minimize, slippage, right, and give the best price out there. So the list of feature I can go on and on, right? But this is something that I think we're probably about maybe 45 to 60 days out for the initial public launch, right? And I do have my co-founder Ho Chang on the call, or Michelle. Do you guys have any questions or any things? This is kind of where I'm going to switch gear a little bit to the third segment, which is on Q&A. And hopefully, if you have any questions, I can either fly through some of the detailed features, explain a little further, or we can just have a general discussions using this time, using the remainder of the time.
Well, one question I was one thing I was wondering is about the secure enclave. Do you think you can like how does that work exactly?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So, Secure Enclave came about as a necessity for Apple because remember about 5+ years ago, when the iPhone 7, I believe, I remember correctly, was the first one to use Touch. I actually might be iPhone. I might have been the iPhone 6, where they introduced the Touch ID. Right, so that means for the first time, a major corporation has access to your biometric data. So this caused a lot of privacy and security concern. So Apple was basically had to kind of go back to the drawing board, and instead of sending your biometric data to a centralized server, what they have done is, I know it's kind of crazy, a big tech company actually doing a decentralized security, but they created this thing called the Secure Enclave (SOC). What it is a system on a chip that's embedded on your iPhone that's disconnected from the rest of your operating system and all the cellular and Wi-Fi antenna. So it's completely air gapped. So what that means is, Apple or our company cannot access this particular chip without the explicit authorization by the end users themselves. Now, this also has been battle tested out in the public in the sense that I think about 5+ years ago, there was an unfortunate shooting, a tragic shooting at San Bernardino, when there was a terrorist that actually killed 20+ people. And both the FBI, the CIA, and the NSA were trying to crack into the secure enclave, and they were unsuccessfully thwarted by the secure enclave itself. And then they ultimately sued Apple, trying to create a backdoor, and they also lost the U.S. court battle. So this is kind of where I mean by this is actually very much a trusted technology that's been in motion for about 5+ years now, and thus year to date, both your Face ID, your Touch ID, your Apple credit card information, many of your private passwords are all stored locally on the secure enclave. And I think we're probably one of few. There are several other projects are beginning to using this secure enclave, but we're definitely one of the earlier ones who use this technology to manage your private key without you losing the custody of your own private key. So that's kind of the underlying technology, the benchmark by the industry out there, and also why we're using this technology to safeguard your private key. Hopefully that answers your question.
Definitely, thank you. So is and yeah, anyone else feel free to ask questions. Let's get the Q&A going. Just a follow up to that. Will, is that why you can't do Android straight away? You kind of have to put that like do Android afterward.
Right. So I'll give you the general audience some background. I actually worked on Android before launch at Google for about 5.5 years. So the irony is not lost on me that majority of our development is on Android. Fear not, Android does Google does have their own kind of they do have their own equivalent version of the secure enclave called Strongbox, and then some of the modern some of the modern Android devices for the past 2-3 years also have the secure enclave built in, right? So there is a separate development branch focusing on Android. And if you log into onewallet.xyz, you can actually sign up for the Android beta program as well. So we highly encourage that. And then Michelle has been active in terms of like trying to recruit more Android beta testers because Michelle herself is actually an Android fangirl, I should say. So we're definitely excited to have more people beta testing the Android build as well. Cool. All right. Hopefully that answers that question. But it's really good. We do want to, if we're going to try to get 1 billion active users out there for one wallet, we need both iOS and Android. Yeah. Cool.
Thanks so much. Yeah, and so there's a noun like if you have a question, there's a podium right there. You can like go to the podium and that'll ask the question to the whole room. So you can see if you see if you press G, you could go through people on your computer. If you're on your phone, you may be stuck in between other people. And then the announce Tabasco, you were right there. It's right next to live for offered. Yeah, there we go. Oh, went in and out of it. There you go. 5X, you had it. So you got to go in that square and just stay in there. Yeah, don't no.
You can also just raise your hand.
Yeah. Hey, 5X, how many cans of Red Bull or Rockstar do you have? You're hyperactive. There you go.
Hyperactive
nobank.
over there.
Right. Oh, must have been a really slippery keyboard.
I was showing my friend around, and he kept accidentally going into this teleportation thing, and like he went in like three times, and we were just going slow trying to get around it. I think if you're in the first row too, you could just ask questions, just open up the mic and ask whatever you want. Hey, Legoat, how's it going? I see you over there.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Josh, I heard you.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I was just going to say, Z, when is beta testing available? Will people be able to, have a little play about? Because I know Jacob and Andrew had one of the previous beta tests, but I didn't get to have a go. So I'm really excited for this. Oh, there's Andrew showing it on his screen now.
Yeah. So definitely, I'm gonna put Michelle on the spot. Our fearless community designer. She's not just a community manager, but she's designing the entire orchestration of this community on behalf of One Wallet. So Michelle, like, what's the best way to reach you? Because I know we are, Josh. To answer your question more directly, we're way more aggressive than in the next 45 days in terms of onboarding more beta testers, right? So Josh, if you reach out, I think Michelle will be organizing these weekly. We're planning to have at least 2 sessions per week going forward to onboard new beta testers. So Michelle, anything else you want to add to that, and just maybe some logistical details?
Yeah, definitely. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So if you want, go to our Twitter, and then there is going to be a link for our waitlist. Just go ahead and add yourself there. And then if you really can't wait, send us a DM and I will respond to you as soon as possible. And then you can also email me as well at michelle@onewallet.xyz, and then we can just stay in contact there. But really excited, really looking forward to meeting you guys and getting you on board.
Yeah. And Josh, definitely, I mean, we'd love for you to really start, I mean, we're obviously a big fan about Mad NFTs, but we do highly encourage you to like collaborate together, because like the fundamental thing that we're trying to really help all the kind of the Web3 project owners to address is reduce the friction as you guys are onboarding new users, right? I can imagine you lose a lot of potential users and customers the moment they have to kind of fidget around with wallets, right? And then the moment you also have to tell them to join Discord, like that just feels kind of sorry for the non PG-13 description, but it feels ass backward, right? Like basically we're all saying we're building a Web3, the future of Web3, but we're all leveraging Web2 products out there. Like Discord, I mean, nothing wrong with Discord, great product, but last time I checked, that product was not designed, it's not indigenous to Web3 experience, right? So we're also personally fed up with that, right? Just I want to have a native Web3, a bespoke Web3 product for Web3 communities, right? And you guys are almost like the arch prototype of Web3 community builders. Yeah. So we'd love to have you guys on board and start just getting more members to create your own, Mad NFT chat channels, right? So all the product announcements, all the drops, all the different interactions, all the wallet whitelisting, those all could be built in directly into this platform. And by the way, to be clear, all the customer wallet interaction, those content belong to you guys, right? So I'm not pulling Mark Zuckerberg here. Where it's like, hey, help us build this platform, and then you guys can be on your way 2 or 3 years from now. No, this is very different, right? The entire orchestration is actually designed to be decentralized, and you guys own your own customer wallet interactions. Yeah. All right. Cool. Any other questions?
Also, if you have questions, you could just raise your hand. There's a raise hand button, and Pixel can spotlight you, so you don't have to walk anywhere.
Yeah. And while you guys are thinking about a little bit, I do want to also just kind of make some generalized intros on behalf of Legoat and Gabby. So Legoat, as a he's carrying on the family tradition to continue to not just dabble, but really kind of get deeper and deeper into the music scene, right? Within Web3. So he will be working with us, to really help us kind of grow the music presence for Web3, but also really help lead some of the community discussions right forward and recruit more community builders. So that's Legoat, right? And Legoat, I think is one of these days you're gonna get on stage and sing, right? I think that's what you promised, isn't it? And then Gabby, who's been very active, among a lot of the Harmony events in the past, year or so. He's actually will take his good hairdo across major college campuses to recruit, new university, kind of like blockchain clubs or NFT projects. We just had a call about 40 minutes ago with UCLA university ambassadors, right, to recruit them. So this way, we're envisioning that, in the next 3 to 6 months, we're going to at least have 10 or 20 university campuses activated using One Wallet. So this is also, this will be helpful for other project owners within the audience, right? If you're thinking about building your own, your own communities, you can tap into those, university campuses as well, right? So like I said, it's not a non-zero sum game. Whatever community we onboard, you guys also stand to benefit because you can join their chat channels, right? And really cross-pollinate different ideas and different services and different ideas. Yeah. Cool.
Thank you so much. And Michelle Z, thank you so much for joining us and doing the walkthrough. That was so cool to see. I'm so excited to get in the beta testing and try it out. Everyone, like, if you can, round of applause for One Wallet.
Woo-hoo! All right, I'm very excited and really grateful for you guys spending the time, and then looking forward to continue to make the product better, one pixel at a time, one line at a time. Right? We've been doing this for the past 6 months, and I think the hard work that Ho Chang has been leading, it shows. Right? The product is definitely getting more and more polished, definitely more features and more capability. So we're literally about a month and a half away from a public release. Right? So very excited to have this final kind of a 1.5 mile push, right, to get us to the finish line, right? So exciting journey ahead. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and so up next we have Defira, and they're having some tech issues, so they're going to be streaming from Discord, and Pixel is going to be getting that going through. So awesome. Thank you, Pixel.
Yeah, just give me 1 minute to get the call started, and we'll get it connected in here. For some reason, they just couldn't hop into the space. It kept kicking them back out. I think it's a mobile issue.
How about that One Wallet, though? That was some really cool stuff there. I like the NFTs, and I didn't realize it was going to be all like 3D animation stuff like that. That's super cool. Oh, hey, nobank, nobank Mario. Do you have a question over there? You can step in the spotlight or by the podium. There's a spotlight square. A little more up. Up, to the left, Oh, there. See where Andreas Nobank is? Go to him. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, Andreas. Hey, what's up? Hey, there you are. Hey, Nobank Mario. What's up?
Hey, I didn't even have a question. Sorry, I just accidentally raised the hand.
Awesome.
I thought it was a clap. Sorry.
That's cool. Yeah, to do the clap, it's the face icon, and then you have some numbers. So you can actually set the numbers to like preset the emojis you want to send out. Ooh. But yeah, this is cool. It's interesting, like everyone figuring it out and running around. How's everyone liking the Crypto Arcade platform?
Awesome as always.
Awesome.
Super.
All right, all set now whenever you're ready.
All right, let's get it going. Thanks, Pixel. Megalodon, what are you doing down there? All right. Sorry. Let's do it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Is that good or is this bad?
That'll
Okay, all
work.
right. Awesome. Having me. Not something special. We just wanted to talk about Defira, what we've been up to in the past month with the Kronos launch, and a bit about what we're planning to do in the future as well. So we had to start off with the Kronos launch. We had our launch on Kronos, pretty decent, goes very well. We have a partnership with VVS Finance that is just very successful until now, and we're planning to do more with VVS, like hosting spaces together, allocating white tickets to them. So that's a very exciting partnership that we're very happy with. And also, I think one of the big parts about the Defira is when we look at the future, that these big partnerships can really benefit the protocol. I mean, we have a unique value proposition towards them, like they're already good projects, but with the Defira and their integrated DeFi functions in there, we can really create a deflationary mechanic for their token and another use case, which is just a big win for a lot of projects. So we're very happy with that partnership. And yeah, coming up this weekend on the 11th, we will have our Genesis Hero Mint. The first heroes on Kronos. We'll have a 2,000 limited hard cap for that chain. And with those heroes, we will start populating the Kronos chain. And directly after that, we will have Wishing. We will try to release jobs there soon as well. And then we will try to get like Harmony and Kronos in sync. Like now Harmony has the jobs already. We will release on Kronos, and then we will release as much as we can in sync. So we will not abandon Harmony. In opposite, we love and we want to support Harmony in the rebuild. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at this point on the Harmony and Kronos side of things. For the future, we have a lot of job content coming out soon. We're working hard on finishing that, like the magical attunement, fruit picking, and the monster slaying. And we're working on more fun things to do in the game, like mini games, for example, in the soon-ish future. And in the long term, we're just focused on the 4X development, just to have that insane massive strategy 4X game coming out. And yeah, we're hard at work at that. And that was like a short recap for what we're looking at right now, what's happening in the Defiraverse. And if you have anything to ask me, just go ahead. If I don't know what guys want to hear, anyone is interested in a certain topic, just ask away.
Yeah, any questions out there? Go to the podium, or just if you're close enough to the stage, feel free to just ask. One thing I was happy about was how you integrated.
I can explain a bit more on some things if you guys like. It's like there's so much to talk about when it comes to the Defira. It's always hard to pinpoint something. So I like the audience to actually pick a point and to go deeper on if they like.
Definitely. Oh, we got a few hands in there. Duro, I saw you go first. What's up?
Yeah, hey guys. I would actually like to know more about the game. Seems really interesting so far, so if you could explain it more in depth, that'd be awesome.
Did you hear me?
I heard that. Were you able to catch the question?
Yeah, for sure. I love to. I love to. Let's start at the basics with our gameplay mechanics would be heroes. So the Genesis heroes, the first 2,000, have an unlimited wishing potential. What that actually means is wishing is what you would call breeding, pretty much. So you bring two heroes together and you create a third one. We have classes, races, and combined to that are stats on the back of your NFT hero card. So you could have, like, for example, a human mage, or we have Inu as well on Harmony, and Inu Knight, for example, and every class gives you a certain stat buff, and race gives another buff on top of that as well. So if you have like the good race with the right class, it will have added stats and will be way better at certain things to do inside the game. For example, the first thing we brought out are elite hero jobs. These are leaderboards, pretty much, with all the stats in the game having their own leaderboard, a top 10. Well, we have attack, defense, speed, dexterity, magic, and resistance, which are like based on the rarity of your hero, the generation of your hero, and certain other things, the level of your hero. And they can compete with each other for the top 10 spaces and earn a daily Fira salary if they can remain in that position. So you can freely challenge each other. Every time you do that, you play a little bit of Fira, and that Fira will be 100% burned. So it's a deflationary mechanic for the Fira there. And that's the first job we brought out. The second job well, I'm not sure about the order exactly, but it will be coming out pretty soon, close to each other. It will be magical attunement when you provide liquidity in the Fira, because this has its own DEX as well, integrated money market. So when you provide liquidity there, the large part of your APR will be paid out in S-Fira, which is a sealed version of the Fira token. And unlike other lock tokens, it actually has a huge use case in the Fira. You actually need that to advance in the game. So you can kind of think like, I think about it like power farming, right? If you provide liquidity, you farm S-Fira. There's a lot to do inside the game with that if you want to level up your heroes. Also, you can stake the locked Fira just in order to get more sealed Fira for that. Or you can start the unlocking process. That will take 1 year. So if you have S-Fira, you put it in there. In a year, you will have the same amount one-on-one in Fira. What Magical Attunement will do is allow your heroes to go on a job that will unseal a bit of S-Fira for you. That will be based on primarily for wizards and priests, but any hero can do that job. They will just be not as efficient because they lack the intelligence stats which is needed for Magical Attunement. So that's another job we're bringing. Then we're bringing monster slaying, which is like a semi-interactive. We do have animations and will not be like just a transaction and you're done. No, you can actually manage your hero during the battle and between battles and just win cool rewards with that, like just tokens, for example, also NFT items in game. And then the last job we have coming up decently short term will be fruit picking, where you just send your heroes, which agility-based heroes have an advantage there, like rogues and rangers. They will start picking fruit and give you a certain amount of Fira fruit, which is used for monster slaying and other activities where you will lose HP and MP mana in order to do certain things. And you can replenish that with the Fira fruits. So that's like the short-term hero utility we have going right now. And the last thing to say about hero utility gameplay-wise is that you can also level up your heroes. So we have level 1 to 5. And in order to level up your hero, you have to burn a certain number of other heroes just to level him up. Then your stats will become way better, your appearance will upgrade, and your chances of getting a higher rarity offspring in the wishing ritual will also increase. So it's very valuable to ascend your heroes because you will even pay less for your next wish if you level up your heroes. So that brings a deflationary mechanic to the heronomics as well, because if you have the Genesis heroes just pumping out unlimited amounts of heroes, you need a deflationary aspect to balance the market and not have it be oversupplied pretty much. So in order to level up one hero from level 1 to 5, you need approximately 40 heroes to be burned. And this mechanic so far already meant that 20% of all heroes on Harmony have been burned to this ritual, which is a very healthy deflationary mechanic, in my opinion.
Thanks for answering. Awesome.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's actually a good one because I like this part of Defira. They have like fan-based mining is what they call it. Every couple of weeks, we'll have a community event where you can win like the most prestigious thing in the game, which is a Genesis hero, a Gen Zero hero. So if you participate in those events, that will always be the first prize. We had different contests over the past months, like from we have a webtoon for our intellectual property layer, just a little webtoon to give more lore to the game and bring people in that might not have otherwise checked out a DeFi project. But we have a lot of lore with that. So one subject was, okay, create something real life with the webtoon as a topic. The other one we recently had was gameplay mechanics. So just give your best suggestions for gameplay mechanics. And they're ongoing, those types of community events for us. Yeah, and we think it's very important that we use the value that's hidden in the community out there, right? And keep being like one Defira. Just keep using the ideas because at the end of the day, we have a lot of people in there and they know a lot of stuff and they might just look at some things different. So I think that's a great community event that gets hosted regularly in Defira.
Awesome. That was my question. Thank you, man. Pixels, I think we didn't hear your the question through your mic, by the way. And the question to anyone wondering was about community events and what they have upcoming for that. So thank you for the answer there.
Talk a bit more about other community events. We actually just had a meeting about this. Allocating more of our budget towards community management and incentives. So it's a good time to get into the community right now. There's a lot of incentives coming up, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see how that will unfold. Will be a lot of fun things to do in the Discord soon.
Yeah, I apparently have to switch my mic back and forth when doing this. So, yeah, any other questions within the space?
Dura, I see your hand up. What's your questions?
Yeah, I have one more question. So the staking rewards and the play to earn rewards, are those tokens going to be pre-allocated or minted as you go?
Guys, hear me? Actually, moment. Yeah, I got you, man. Now I got you.
Yeah.
That's good.
Go ahead and ask that question one more time. He was having problems with his connection.
Yeah, so I was asking about the tokens for staking rewards and also for play to earn rewards. Are those tokens going to be pre-allocated or minted as you go?
Connection seems to be fine.
Oh, he was just talking through it.
That please, what I just DM'd you.
Sorry, I think it's actually glitching me because I'm running too many things at once right now. If you want, can you type out the question? Because I couldn't hear because he was trying to talk at the same time, and I can just ask him directly.
I can only imagine how many things you got going in the background there.
Oh, my laptop fan is like angry.
Should I ask the question again, or where can I write?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. I'll ask him directly.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm wondering about the tokens, about the staking rewards and the play to earn rewards. Are the tokens going to be pre-allocated or are they going to be minted as the game goes?
Okay. Are the tokens going to be allocated or pre-minted as the game goes?
Thanks, man. Okay. The tokens, they are pre-minted in the contract to distribute them via the locked MIMAS and via the farms and other incentives we plan to do. they're all in the contract, just waiting to be very steadily brought in circulation. We're actually very cautious about our emissions, and when you look at the farms, they're still like, I believe, 7,000% APR at the moment, but you will see a large part of that as sealed Defira, which is locked, and we intend to bring a lot of use cases into the game to burn that as Defira before it ever reaches the main circulation. So that's how it looks like emission wise.
Great. And I see nobank Mario. Awesome.
I can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. I have a question as well. How do you look at wallets? Yeah, because I mean, to play Defira, I need a wallet, right? Everything is basically blockchain based. So I see that you support MetaMask, you support Coinbase Wallet and Crypto.com plus Wallet Connect. But so how do you see users coming in? What kind of wallets do they use, and how do you look at it?
Sorry, man. I just cannot hear anything, man. In the Discord call, I can hear you, but I cannot hear anything else. I'm sorry, man.
Ah, shoot. Pixel, were you able to get that? Can you translate that over to him?
Wallets. Yeah, we try to, in case onboarding new users via the use of wallets. If you're talking about that, we're planning to do a lot of educational content regarding that, like the Defira University, where we just upload small step-by-step videos, just helping people onboarding wallets. We use on Kronos 4 wallets, I believe. We use most of them you can use from the Crypto.com exchange as well. So yeah, we do integrate that a lot. We try to make everything easy, right? You have to be approachable for as much people as you can, and you can only do it by really educating the people. And at the end of the day, you can make everything step by step and easy to follow. So that's certainly where we're actually working on right now to have that released fast.
Did that answer your question, nobank Mario? Yeah. All right. Right on. Okay. And if there's no other questions, are there any other questions? And Pixel, did you want to see who was going to go up next? And also, I'd like to announce Logan. He's going to be taking over the hosting for a bit. We're going to be trading off. And yeah, welcome Logan to the stage. Woohoo! Yeah. Sit in the host chair, Logan.
Hey, I was just getting my mic working. Sorry, trying to do two things at once. Can you guys hear me all right? I hope so.
Sir.
Oh, sweet. Good deal. Awesome. Yeah, sorry I jumped in kind of late. I was watching the Apple event. I don't know if anybody else was. Personally, really enjoyed the dynamic island. Don't know if anyone saw the dynamic island on the new iPhone. All right, we're talking to Android people today. So anyway, all right. So Pixel has left the building and just left me up here to fend for myself. So it's all good. We are going to go through a new project and talk to them. I'm just not sure. Who have we talked to so far? Can anybody jump up and kind of fill me in?
Yeah, well, so far we talked to One Wallet. They did an awesome little walkthrough, and then Defira just came up and did a little summary of what they were up to and all their plans. So yeah, we're just and I think nobank had plans to come up soon. I don't know. I think Pixel is trying to figure out if anyone has to leave soon, so he's trying to bring up those projects first. And yeah, so hey Pixel, how we doing?
There, that's better. I needed a quick refresh after running all that.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So let's see who we got coming up next.
So I think we have to figure that out. So nobank,
Okay.
I don't know if you guys want to go next.
Yeah, if there was anyone that had anything prior that they had set up, just let us know and we can get you in. But if nobody is in a rush, we can have nobank come up.
Is anyone in a rush? Raise your hand or applause or something. Oh, nobank. Nobank's rush. All right, let's get nobank up here.
I was just telling, I'm not sure if you can hear me. I was telling Mario I have 2 kids in the background that are crying because it's late night for us. So
I just sent my kids upstairs so that way we could talk. So I don't have my camera set up today. I apologize. We've been moving studios. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with anything I do in Harmony, but if you could fill me in with kind of just how you got involved with Harmony, I think that'd be a good place to start.
Can you guys hear me as well?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Everybody else?
Okay, because I'm sitting here on the podium. And I have the kid on the balcony with my wife, and she's doing a workout because the kid won't stop screaming.
Oh my gosh.
But it's all good. I think it's fair game that we go next because we're based in Switzerland. So I live in Zurich, Andras lives in Zug. So for us, it's getting late anyways. I think that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, definitely. That makes a lot of sense. So glad you guys can jump on and join us.
Cool. Well, we're not going to demonstrate anything. We're live. If you want to try out nobank, go download the app. Just type nobank into the app store of your choice. Download the app, and if you do, and if you create a wallet on board, and you go to friends and add a friend called Crypto Arcade, you will be eligible to win 500 bonds today. So that's just upfront, so that you guys know that it's worth trying it out. So I'll keep it short. Nobank is a Swiss project. We got started and engaged in the Harmony Hackathon last August in 2021. We were among the winning teams coming out of that hackathon, and for us, it was actually only upstairs from that moment in time. So we started thinking startup, founded a company, found investors, and kicked off a full startup company in the beginning of this year to basically follow our vision with nobank, which is to make Web3 and investing into DeFi, crypto, and exploring everything NFT, etc., as simple as possible and more accessible. And that's what we want to do with nobank. Nobank is a wallet. We're a smart contract wallet. We started out with an alpha version beginning of the year, launched a closed beta later on, I think 1st of June. And 3 weeks ago, the closed beta went into an open beta, and it's fully available already. Plenty of testing done in the background, and we think that at the moment it's probably the easiest wallet on Harmony to use. And recently we also expanded to Polygon, so to make it even more friendly, because the vision clearly is that we go also multi-chain and have this kind of nice aggregation with our wallet, and so that a user doesn't need to care about blockchain infrastructure, but can just benefit of anything that's Web3 related. So you can go check it out within the wallet. So I talk a little bit about Harmony. In the wallet, we have in the background connected 7 DEXs on Harmony. We calculate the best trade across these 7 DEXs so that it's really easy to trade and do this, let's say, efficiently. Again, it's also a smart contract wallet, similar to One Wallet. So no seed phrase, no writing down or making a screenshot of your recovery plan, which can end up in tears. You can use recovery using an authenticator app. Google Authenticator is mostly used, but we also support other authenticator apps. Plus, we also have the Guardian feature live, so you can basically assign trusted guardians to recover you if you lose your phone, for example. The hypothesis that we went there was always that, what happens if I'm on a cruise ship and I lose my phone because the ship goes down? I want to be able to somehow recover my wallet And the Guardian feature is definitely something that's going to help you exactly achieve that. Yeah. Additionally, we're partnering with a lot of dApps because we started working heavily on Wallet Connect, which we think is a really cool feature for Web3 dApps to connect with. We have the initial version live on Harmony. There's more to come there in the next couple of weeks, so that basically with the nobank wallet, you can start engaging on Harmony and use it, for example, to play Defira. Yeah, that was also the background of my question when I asked about the Defira wallet strategy. Additionally, what we also have live specifically on Harmony is staking, so you can use our stake product called Stake One and start earning your staking rewards, which I'm sure many of you are already doing somewhere. But if you don't, use nobank. It's simple. It's truly simple and truly easy to do it. And then something special about nobank is that we also build index products. Is something that we're currently heavily working on. It's basically how it works. It's an NFT that unpacks if you buy it and has a certain investment strategy behind it. And as such, we're thinking, or we're already building a diversified index product that basically covers the entire market, which is available on a specific blockchain. But something that we also talked with the Twitter community, I think a month ago, was that we want to do a Harmony Play Index, which basically covers everything that's GameFi related, so that you can also do kind of a theme investing completely native on the blockchain in a non-custodial way. And then last but not least, you can also, with nobank, transacting is made easier. So we have Friends feature, which allows whitelisting of wallet addresses to make sure that your stuff is going to the right place. And there's much more to come on that and on nobank itself anyways. I think that's it. It's a short demonstration of what we're doing. Go download it, check it out. Let us know what you think. If you have questions, very, very happy to discuss. And as I assume that many of you are US-based, we're actually going to San Francisco end of September, beginning of October. So if someone is in the Bay Area and wants to go for a beer and wants to get to know us, we will be happy to.
Incredible. That's great. I just downloaded the app. So there we go. I'm going to be setting up my wallet here soon.
Add Crypto Arcade as a friend and you might win 500 ones.
Okay, there we go. You heard that. Add Crypto Arcade as a friend on nobank and I can actually win 500 ones. So that's sweet. Have a chance to win. So that's sweet. I don't know if there's any forwarded questions that we had at this point, and so I just have a few. If that's okay. Do you have one? Go ahead.
So I am installing the app right now. Actually, it's asking if there's if I'd like to redeem a code. I was wondering if you had a redeem code that I could use.
I do not have one at hand. No. It's something. So when we will be in San Francisco, we'll have plenty of codes available.
Try Yes Bank as the code.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for going through it and speaking.
Are there any other questions from the audience? That was a great one. Sweet. Well, you said you guys just kicked off as a startup at the beginning of this year. One question I had for you is, what are some of the goals long term for the company?
Simple. We want to grow. I think that's really the straight answer. We want to build a product that is that good that it allows us to grow heavily internationally and everywhere we go. We clearly have a vision that there's 1 million people using nobank and are using nobank to simply invest into crypto, safely invest into crypto, earn rewards on their crypto, and start exploring everything that Web3 has to offer.
Yeah, the NFT feature to be able to have an investment portfolio. Is that what it kind of was? Can you jump into that a little bit more?
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, the NFT is really why I mentioned it. I mean, it's really the technical background of it. Yeah. But we're exploring that if we're making more of it as well, also on a visual perspective, because that's basically how people know NFTs, right? But what it is, it's an investment recipe, and we believe that it's something that is very interesting because in the end, if you want to onboard many new people into crypto, and if you want them investing into crypto, they typically get in, they create a wallet, and it's actually something that we saw during our beta testing. They get in, they create the wallet, it's all fine. They use Ramp to put crypto in their wallet, and then they buy Bitcoin, and then they buy Ethereum, and then they're out, right? Because then basically then they're lost, yeah. Because then the next thing in the Harmony wallet, maybe they see Defira, they see Tranquil, but they don't know what it is, yeah. So it's tough, and then to make this next step and start trusting something that is completely new to you is like, it's the same in the stock markets, right? You're not just going to buy a random stock. You're typically going to do your research first. So that's something that we work on. But if a friend of mine asks me, hey, Mario, what should I buy? Yeah, and it's a stock market question, then I always say the same thing. Go buy an ETF. Yeah? Buy kind of a diversified portfolio. Put your money on many, many different eggs. Yeah? And that's basically what we're building, NFT-based. So it's an NFT, which is an investment recipe that unpacks if you buy it. So it's a simplified way of just covering the entire market instead of just spending your money on Bitcoin, and then basically have the risk if something goes wrong, or if there's, I don't know, it's going out of fashion, then you actually have a broad portfolio instead of just a single token. And additionally, what we're also thinking, and we also have the vision going, is that's very interesting also from a social investing perspective. Yeah? So how about, let's say, Logan, you now create a portfolio, you make an NFT out of it, and you post it somewhere, or you say, hey guys, this is my portfolio. I have a 85%, my portfolio is 85% up this year. I think it's a great, well-balanced portfolio. I handpicked all of the tokens in the portfolio. And then people that don't know much about it, or people that trust you, they say, okay, this is a cool portfolio, I'm going to invest in that as well. And they basically get the NFT from you, and in a non-custodial, non-pooled way, they also invest in the same stuff as you do. So I think that's also something very interesting and is worth exploring, and we're working on that.
Very good. Thanks for unpacking that. Looks like there's a question from Shiraj.
Hey, thanks. I noticed it said when you make a new wallet, it's recommended to make it on Polygon. I was wondering what the risk was to making it on Harmony.
There's no risk. There's just more available on Polygon, which basically has lots to do with the bridge exploit on Harmony side. So I mean, basically all of the one assets are under collateralized, so we don't want to offer these for trading. We actually took them away. So there's less to discover on Harmony at the moment compared to Polygon. And additionally, we have the NFT feature is already fully live on Polygon. So you can already use Wallet Connect, go to NFT key, buy NFTs and visualize them in your wallet on Polygon, while on Harmony, we're still struggling with that. And we're actually in discussion with the Harmony team to get that going as soon as possible.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, yeah, I wonder what Matt thinks of that. Matt's out here probably foaming at the mouth, ready to get the NFT game going on Harmony.
And we'd love to partner with you guys, Mad NFTs. As soon as we have the NFT problem solved on Harmony, then let's do it. Yeah? Same goes for Defira, right? I mean, it's really as soon as we have the NFT feature live, and we can basically clear NFT ownership across the entire Harmony blockchain, I think it's going to be a lot of fun having a wallet that visualizes all your NFTs. It's easy to connect with a dApp. It's a Harmony native wallet for Harmony native protocols as such. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
That's great. I love to see the collaboration between projects. That's awesome. I saw Kark stepped up for a minute in front of the stage. Do you have a question, or anybody else want to step up and ask one?
Honestly, I had no idea what this thing did, so sorry about that.
Well, that is where you can speak from the audience.
Know that now. Thanks.
Oh, you can speak from the audience there as well. I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you, Nobank and Mario, everybody who showed up. It's really awesome to just see the turnout and also just hear from the project, because I haven't actually used Nobank, so this is going to be great.
Thanks a lot for having us. And then I'll step off and make room for the next guys.
All right, sounds good.
If I'm getting off here. Oh, wait. I have a text message open at the same time. Here we go.
Yeah, sometimes you can get stuck typing when you're trying to move. I'm a WASD guy myself. So we'll have, let's see, useless crypto will be up next.
Mückeli schlaft und durch das Workout gemacht, was ich ein absoluter Win-Win finde und unendlich geil für dir. Und fertig.
Sieht das speziell aus da, oder?
Mario, we can still hear you currently, so you might just need to close out of the tab. Sweet. So yeah, we could definitely bring up the next project. Whoever would like to go, I assume. Pixel, unless you had an order of operation?
Yeah, we just had Useless wanted to come up next. They had requested.
Sounds great.
So I'm up next.
Awesome. All right, now that we have figured out our digital seating arrangement, I think it's officially going to start now. No, I really enjoy you guys being here. I know personally a lot about your project. I've been in your Discord and watching your live streams, and it seems like you guys are just doing all kinds of just wild stuff. And so I'll let you take it away from here. Yeah.
All right. Well, Nicholas, you want to get started? Because
you can do the introduction first.
Okay. We found our seating arrangement and we found our talking arrangement. All right. I'm going to put on my screen too here for a second so you all can see my face. So I'm David Wiley, also known as Kark. And so I'm actually representing the all for one side, the useless side. We actually just broke into two, believe it or not. So the useless is now a DAO. We all used to be, both kind of a business and a token kind of all in one. And we broke into for a couple really good reasons, one of which being there's SEC interns everywhere. So you got to watch out. And we did this as a way so that we could leverage the business, seek investment, grow independently, and then we feed a lot of what we have back into the token because we are utilizing Useless's infrastructure. So for every transaction that happens on the All for One app, that revenue, a chunk of revenue, it's basically like a highway fee to use the decentralized exchange network to swap in app for assets, and that revenue goes to the DAO. We also have in the app something called Eclipse. It's the world's first decentralized ranking system. And so that is featured prominently in the All for One app. And so you'll have tokens competing for top spot. Imagine in an app where we could do something ridiculous like banner ads, right, to gain revenue. Well, instead, what we have with our ranking system is that we have tokens competing for this space. When you first load it up, you actually see all these different tokens. And in order to get the top spot, well, you have to spend Useless. You spend Useless on, it's actually done through proxy contracts. A proxy contract is generated for each token. Communities can actually go and sign up for this from a D app. So we're pretty proud of how this whole system is actually set up. Oh, there you go. See, that's the Eclipse rankings. And sometimes in DeFi, you have some some funny stuff show up as well. But yeah, that's the decentralized ranking system. And if you go through into an individual, let me see what's being shared. Okay, yeah, if you go into, say, like a particular token, just grab one. You can see different charts. You can see whale watching. You can see live transactions for this particular token, and you can buy and sell in app. Which is pretty cool. You don't have to go to an actual like D app outside of the app and that sort of thing. So you can actually go in, put in the amount of coins that you want to spend, and then it will trade on the useless DAO's decentralized exchange network. And yeah, that's how it works. So we also have a non-custodial multi-chain wallet that allows for us to be able to facilitate all those Web3 interactions and the in-app purchasing and things like that. One thing you'll notice about the non-custodial multi-chain wallet is that it's a different type of viewpoint than you'd see compared to some of the other wallets out there. What we actually do is we aggregate the value of all your assets and all your non-custodial wallets between all your chains all at once, which is pretty slick. So for example, like in those multi-chain wallets right there, you'll be able to see different networks. So we support currently right now BNB Smart Chain Network, Ethereum, and Harmony. Also, interestingly, we pull up our pricing based off of the blockchain. So we actually look at dexes. We try to find the healthiest dex with the most tokens in its liquidity pool. And from there, we're able to look at that ratio and compare that to the US dollar and actually get pricing off the blockchain right there in your wallet. So we here at All for One specifically are really, really interested in the decentralization aspect. I'd say Useless definitely shares that as well. But when I talk about All for One and we talk about Useless, we're pretty much talking about one and the same. Even though we recently split, we all have the same mission of bringing decentralization to the masses, bringing accessibility and usability. And then Useless is, now that it's a DAO, it's interesting. It's more of a transition phase right now over the next 6 months. But we believe in decentralization so much that we also believe in decentralization of governance. And so this used to be CEO led. I used to be the CEO of Useless, and we recently set up this DAO structure in sort of a hybridized format, but it kind of makes sense. The DAO is set up in a way where we have a DAO committee. I initially did the first appointments, and then after 6 months, then we are going to direct elections from token holder governance. And so the DAO committee is reinvigorating the token right now, putting a lot of time, energy, and effort into the token infrastructure. And so that's sort of the best way to describe it, is that the token is really the decentralized DeFi aspect, the DeFi element. And so it emboldens things like open source code, things like building out DeFi infrastructure and helping to improve the space, and building tools that All for One is leveraging and showcasing, like Eclipse, the decentralized ranking system, or the decentralized exchange network that facilitates the in-app buying and selling. And what is really cool about the decentralized exchange network is it collects the fees either on buys or sells. And that involved a lot of interesting things where we actually dig into some of the functions directly on the router to avoid issues like double taxation and stuff like that. So some really cool, interesting proprietary tech. We're really excited about what we've built over the past year for everyone. We are currently in open beta. You can access the app at allfor1.app, and you'll see the open beta for both iOS and Android. So we do both. If you do iOS, you have to go through Apple's test flight program. So just keep that in mind. You may have to download test flight as well. But yeah, we're excited right now. We have around 5,700 active installs, so 5,700 people who are actively beta testing this product. So if you want to try it out, give it a shake. Tell us what you think. We're in the final phases of bug fixing and just some quality of life improvements. We will be adding the buy and sell buttons to Ethereum here soon. That's sort of next on our list of to-dos before we have everything really buttoned up for the final release here on the app stores. Once that happens, then yeah, we'll have a lot of eyes on Eclipse for Useless, and we'll have I think a lot of attention to Harmony as well, because we love Harmony. We want to support the Harmony ecosystem. We haven't given up on you guys. So we know it's been a little bit of a rough road, but that's the thing, is we're in a bear market, volumes down across the board everywhere. And so it's really easy to go around and FUD and be sad. But bear markets are for builders. That's my opinion. And so here we are, building, trying to improve the space, trying to support Harmony. And I will step down and let the Useless DAO have its say, unless there's any questions about the app specifically.
Any questions about the app? Currently in beta testing, is that right? You said
Correct.
700 beta testers?
5,700.
5,700 beta testers. Incredible. That's awesome. Sorry, I missed that. I must have glitched out. Any other questions? Any questions for the app Useless Wallet? Sweet. Go give it a shot. Go download it. I enjoy it. Useless DAO, do you want to kind of take it from here and tell us a little bit about the DAO?
Yeah. Anyone wants to come up from the DAO? If not, actually, we just started on 1st of September, earlier this month. So we're still organizing some governance rules, and there's 5x. Yeah, some governance rules and our message to the community. We want to kind of like point out that the separation of both entities is purely on a legal basis, and on Useless, we still own the decentralized exchange network and the Eclipse, which we think is one of the most important aspects of our products. And Eclipse will be the where people go and try to rank on the top of the hill. So if you any Harmony projects are interested on listing on the Eclipse to get beta testers, sorry, I think I cut off. So if anyone wants to be seen by our users and wanted to be listed on Eclipse, feel free to reach out to any of our DAO committee members, or even just hop on our Discord and shoot us a message. 5x, do you have anything to add?
I think your microphone's muted. We do see your camera.
Okay.
There we go. Yep, I think we're getting there.
You guys can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so like Nick was saying, like Kark was saying, we've recently transitioned into this new phase for the token. It's an exciting new phase. The DAO system is something that I think really represents us as a people, because it represents people, right? People get to represent themselves. And with that, I think it's really important to point out like what the token actually owns, what it is you own when you own the token. And it's going to be everything that the DAO has created, you're buying into a portion of that. So the Eclipse contracts, The DEN, the decentralized exchange network, anytime anything like that is utilized by anybody in the cryptosphere, the token's going to benefit. So you as a holder are going to benefit as well. So we're really excited about not just staying with those two things, but expanding from there. And now that we're doing a DAO structure, we're looking to dig into our own community and find people with talents and build more utility platforms, more ways, more revenue streams for the token and for its holders. So it's an exciting time. We're really, really excited about the launch of the app because that is going to be a big highway of attention for us. So that's all I wanted to say. Just wanted to piggyback a little bit off of Nick and wrap that up.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Shiraj, go ahead.
Hey, thanks for the presentation. I was wondering what's a good way, like, can people contribute to Useless DAO? Or what skills are you guys looking for?
Hi, can you guys hear me again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of it is like, do you know Solidity? Do you know coding, software UI, that kind of thing? But it's not just that. I mean, we're always looking for good marketers. We're looking for good community managers. We're looking for people who, any real world, as if this isn't the real world, but any real world skill has a place in the Harmony DAO. So to answer your question, I might have to ask a question. What skill set do you have that you're wondering if we can use?
Oh man. I guess like I have a series of basic skill sets. So kind of a master of none, but you know, a little bit of like video editing and media stuff, a little bit of coding. But again, you know, the coding I'm trying to work on more for sure.
Sure.
But I'm a work in progress.
Hey, well, we could actually really use a lot of those talents. I mean, video editing in itself is going to be a big part of proper marketing. So I'll tell you what, let's talk offline. And we can see about finding you a spot in the home. But hey, you're always welcome to also just join our Discord chat and find your place in the community, and that might help you kind of find your way as well. But we'll talk.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think,
thanks so much.
One of the main unique points of Useless is all of our current community members came to the same place through our passion. Like many of the current leadership and committee members have been working on developing and marketing the app and promoting the community for the past year voluntarily. And I think that what we are currently aiming to do is to kind of like get more projects on board to our app, get the community going to use our app, and prepare for the launch. And hopefully that will get some traction and revenue coming in so we can further expand on our ecosystem.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you. Shiraj, with all the questions today, I'm going to start calling people out in the audience, and they're probably going to be untabbed from this, and all of a sudden it's just going to be like, who's calling my name? I'm just kidding. I won't do it. But if you have any more questions for Useless DAO, feel free to pop up there and ask away.
Sorry, this is gonna really bother me. How do you actually throw the confetti instead of just throwing the emote up? Because that's a big deal.
You can press F. Yeah.
Dear heavens, this is wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I love it. That's awesome. All right.
Well, thanks for having us. We look forward to seeing some of you guys in our Discord.
Most definitely. You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Pixel, what'd you have for lunch today?
I haven't. I've been setting this up all morning, so I'm still yet to get to lunch, and it's like 3:42. So yeah, I think that meal's long gone. I think I'm just gonna go with dinner now.
Bro, get some food.
Everybody, let's go together. Food. My gosh. All right.
I'm probably getting a nap before, but yeah. So we have Andrew and Josh from Mad will be coming up next. So if they want to make their way to the stage.
All right. Thank you for having us, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure, Logan. How are things?
Things are different. How are things with you?
You know, every day is different over here at Mad. Just fighting the good fight, like a lot of these other great projects here, and we're really here to make these connections with these projects so that we can all help each other. So it's been a productive afternoon already for me.
That's good stuff. That's great. So to the people that don't know about Mad NFT, let's just kind of give me like the elevator with a little bit of guts, the elevator spill with some guts to it.
You got it, man. So if you guys haven't heard, Mad NFT stands for Make a Difference, and we're all about reaching underserved creators around the world, people who maybe haven't had a chance to ever monetize their creative assets, whether they be artists, musicians, 3D artists, anything really. We all have a background in art ourselves. I'm into music. Josh is into sketching and drawing. His dad is an excellent painter who actually founded Mad. And so, yeah, our roots are in the Cardano ecosystem, if you guys are familiar with that. And we recently came to Harmony in the last year to just really provide, what we think is a world-class marketplace built by creators for creators. And Josh, if you want to tack anything onto that little spiel there, feel free.
Yeah, no, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, we really are, as Andrew said, a place that originated, a marketplace that originated from our own creativity. My dad, who was one of the founders, Skin, he goes by his art name, and JP, the other co-founder, are both accomplished artists, like Andrew said, in painting and tattooing, and got into the NFT space quite early. Actually, they were the 5th NFTs ever minted on Cardano, and ever since the beginning of this journey, it's been a learning curve. It's been emotional. There's been highs. There's been lows. But the entire way we've been developing, learning, progressing, and everything that we've learned in the industry as creators ourselves, we want to pass on to the community that wants to get involved into Web3 with us. So that's why we've built our academy, which is me dictating all the stuff we've learned in the space that we're constantly updating as well. We focused on really easy, simple to use UI, and why we're developing it even further, reaching out to people publicly, and hosting regular Twitter spaces as well. We do. We have one tomorrow, by the way, for if any of you guys don't get your questions in today. And yeah, our journey has really just been an emotional one. And of course, everyone's really had an emotional one in Harmony in the last few months. But it is one that we've definitely learned from, we've taken in stride, and we're really excited to keep developing and talk to you guys about some of the stuff we've been working on today. Working on the last few months, sorry, I should say.
Perfect. That's great, guys. That was absolutely perfect. So I just want to kind of break here real quick and just ask, everybody knows NFT marketplaces. Everybody has maybe, at least here has kind of been involved with buying and selling NFTs. But what has been some community feedback that you guys have received that's been good, or that you've really grabbed onto and made that change?
Sure. And we're going to show it. We're going to show a little video here that shows off a lot of these changes. One thing for me is when we first started, we were taking that mass adoption approach, a lot like One Wallet, like we heard from Z earlier, right? Like we really want to reach people who haven't entered Web3 yet. And so with that, we had email sign up and, you know, the typical email, create a password. And we got a lot of negative feedback from native Web3 users about having that wallet connect, right? So that's a new feature that I think is really important to some more of the, you know, more traditional Web3 users who want to just have just the wallet connect and not futz around with emails or anything else. So that was one that I think was kind of justified when we started, but then like the feedback really made us reevaluate.
And I got another one there, Andrew, as well, which was actually given to us by Pixels. And that is the fact that our NFTs were originally pegged against dollar valuation that you put on it, not specifically one. So we have now changed that with a new platform where when you list an NFT, it will be pegged to one. So you choose, say, 501, 5,001, whatever price you're wanting to set. And that way, you know, people can participate well in the crypto market. You don't have to be constantly checking the NFT price to see if you need to buy more one to be able to afford it. You know, as soon as you look at the NFT and you see that, you can say, hey, oh, awesome, I have that much. I don't have to worry about, you know, topping up my wallet. But we will actually be adding in extra features for topping up your wallet as well. Andrew, and that's using Transact, I believe.
Yeah, you got it. The same we saw earlier from One Wallet. So no matter where you go around Harmony, you're going to be able to do quick debit card transactions and just top up, add some one for really low fees, really low slippage. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that actually quite a bit. It's kind of that's kind of a shift from our old model too, where people actually directly input their credit card information. And then we had like a non-custodial delivery method where NFTs weren't minted until until you claimed it. So that's like kind of a change too, from some feedback as well, where we think the system will be a little bit simpler for people to understand.
100%.
Yeah, just from you explaining it, it sounds like it's going to be a lot easier and bring a lot more people. So that's great.
Excellent. Well, with that, is it okay if I go ahead and show this little 1-minute demo? It's Josh just going through the platform a bit.
Yeah, totally. Jump on.
Cool. Let's do it.
So here we are, everyone, on the new Mad NFT 2.0 platform. I just wanted to give you a quick little tour of the marketplace and some of the features that we have on here. So here you can now click on the marketplace and all these beautiful NFTs will be loading up. You'll see on the side, we have fantastic search filters where you can search by category, search by NFT names directly, or filter your sales type. We now have buy now, open offer, and auction both available, these both being two brand new options. So you can jump on the filter search by there and boom, you'll see the NFTs up for auction. You can also filter by price range as well. So when you click on one of these NFTs, you'll be able to see it. Boom, there it is. There's all the stats associated with it. I was just having a little bit of fun with these with this description. Getting a drip. And you can scroll down and browse the collection as well. And boom, you can see the collection. You can see how many NFTs there are, how many holders there are. The price has gone up, down, all the extra lovely juicy stats that you want when buying NFTs. So we're just right now populating this test net with some NFTs, trying out different contracts from 721s to 1155s. And we're really excited to be able to release this to you very, very soon and get you playing about with it and uploading your NFTs yourself. So cheers, guys. Hope you enjoy.
Awesome. So yeah, that's just a quick overview. You kind of saw a lot there if you've been riding this journey with us. So you saw open offers, auctions, the new UI, new UX. We have like we said, we have that permissionless Web3 wallet where you just show up and log in. Just really looking beautiful. A lot to cover there if you've been following along with us, like I said. And then Josh, what's your favorite thing kind of from that little clip there that we have added?
I really do love having advanced search features. I think it's something that really shows off a higher quality marketplace. I mean, for those of you guys who don't know, I am the marketplace nerd in the group. I have scoured every single Web3 marketplace out there, looked at all the different features, and I always find being able to search for and locate what you're looking for is one of the most effective things. So that's one of my favorite things, is the extra search features, because as creators, we want you to be able to be found. I think that's some of the biggest issues that we've had in the NFT space, that a lot of creators have had, is not being able to be found, just being lost in the sea of different creators. So we're really happy to be able to provide these extra features. And yeah, I also just do love the new UX. I think it's much better. It's also much more optimized. So for some of you who've been using our current platform, you may have noticed it's a bit slow, and that's because it was a WordPress platform, which isn't so optimized for quick loading time, whereas the new one is React. You can load it up instantly. Everything's just so much faster. And if you actually head to the Mad NFT booth at some point during this talk, you can see you can click on the platform and have a play about, click about for yourself. And yeah, and at the end as well, I will be announcing something for you guys to for a way for you to help us and see more of what we're going to be bringing to the table.
Definitely. Thank you, Josh. And we have a ton of new features for creators. And so if you're a creator with us, I see some of our creators in the audience today, and I'm sure some of them will play this back. And so if you are a creator with Mad, I'd really love to just show you one more quick video. And this is actually our new creator dashboard. And there's a lot going on here as well for you guys.
What's up, everyone? So today I'm going to take you through one part of the new MAD 2.0 platform, and that is going to be the creators page. So up here in the top left corner, you can click on creators, and then here are all of our fantastic creators. Information is still being ported over from the normal MAD platform to this 2.0 version, so not everything is filled in. You can see some of our new profiles up here. JP with the new Mad logo looks fantastic. So let me just take you through what you can do here. So you have this fantastic filter bar on the side that is collapsible as well. So here you can search for creators based on categories such as gaming or art or photography, whichever creators you're looking for. You can also search by the name of the creator that you want to search for, such as ToonCats, one of the OGs right there. You can also search for creator filters here, such as verified accounts, OG Mad creators, and projects. So the OG Mad creators, that will be anyone who has had an account on the previous Mad platform. You'll be awarded these little blue crowns that prove that you are an OG, you were with us from the start, and we just want to recognize all the people that have been with us on this fantastic journey. And up here as well, you can also search for most popular creators, least popular, verified, OG again, the creator who owns the most NFTs, sold the most, newest, and oldest. So lots of great searchability functions there for you to choose from. We also have on the side most popular creators, and we're currently creating a stat menu. It's being built and implemented here so that when you click this, you will be brought up to a big stat table explaining all the top creators and stats associated with them, such as top sales. So just to finish, I'm going to show you up here, I've already got a creator profile. So if I click on my icon, I can choose between all these options. I'm just going to show you the dashboard. So here on the creator's dashboard, you can see everything associated with the creator's account, such as my collections here, my NFTs, and I can go into any of these to manage them and check out what I've got, such as all my NFTs here. You've also got here some stats. Now, some of these aren't fully populated yet because we haven't done any purchases and followings, but you'll be able to see the total earning in one, how many likes you have, how many NFTs you sold, and your total followers. And here you can also do a shortcut to your collections, to your NFTs, and your sales as well. So that's it for today. I hope you like this new feature, and I can't wait for us to start porting over the rest of your fantastic profiles on here. Let's just have a quick look again at the OG Mad creators. Thank you to all of you who have been here with us on this journey. We're so happy to be able to bring you a new and improved platform with tons of new features for you to be able to use and sell more NFTs with. There we go. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Want that.
I think I need a new word other than fantastic. I realize I said that quite a few times.
All good, man. All good. But I mean, I get excited seeing the video, seeing the OG creators. We have Logan on there. I think my biggest thing with this creator dashboard is you can see your top contributors, find them, reward them, do an airdrop, say hello, whatever it is, right there from your creator dashboard. And that was probably one of the most requested things from our current creators as well. How about you, Josh? What do you think about that one?
I mean, I think from the creators page, I do love the extra stats, the quick clicking through all the different parts of your profile. We've tried to make it really easy for you. And even when you're creating a profile as well and minting your NFTs, we have short little videos. It is me again. Sorry, you're going to see my face a lot on the platform. Just helping you through each step. So if you do struggle with a certain part of the upload process or creating a profile process, you'll have these little icons to hover over, and I'll give you a quick description of what you're looking at to help you on your journey through, because we just wanted to make this as easy as possible for people. And the previous platform that we have, we realized we populated it with a few too many buttons, a few too many of our mad ideas. So we've now optimized them all into much more navigatable systems that you can use to enhance your NFTs, enhance your profile, and really start your creative journey in Web3.
Mad ideas. I love that. That's cool. Yeah, I'm really excited to check out the platform and to get on it. Do we have like an estimated time of arrival?
Yes. So, well, we're not going to give an exact date because it is, as we've painfully learned in the last few months, it is very dependent on developers and their timeframes. We've brought in some great developers who've been helping us throughout this entire process. I will say they don't always get their dates exactly right, but no, we are 99.5% finished. It is literally a case of just stitching some of our subgraphs to our smart contracts, and then just doing a stress test. So we believe by next week we'll be on Harmony mainnet, but on a private link where we'll be giving it out to the Harmony team and community. And that's actually something I wanted to say as well. If anyone in this audience would like to be part of this stress test next week, please send us a message or reach out to us on the Mad NFTs, or any of our social pages, but Twitter is our main one. And yeah, we can get you on board as well, testing and trialing everything out. I know Peace Answer's already gotten the link for that. I shared it to him the other day. So yeah, we're really excited to be able to stress test this with all of you and then release it to everyone after a week of testing and making sure everything's in place.
That's awesome. That's exactly what I meant by estimated time of arrival. So that's good. Shiraj, I see you down there. Go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, thanks so much for giving me access to that, and I love how much faster it is. Oh my god, like it's such an improvement. And one thing I was wondering actually was the royalties bar. It seemed a little limited to me because I like to put in like random numbers sometimes, and also I don't know, like it didn't let you do more than 10%. So I was just wondering about the thoughts behind that.
So yeah, we have actually been talking about increasing that. Funny enough, about 2 weeks ago, we were bringing up this topic. The main reason we kind of originally set it at 10% was to not harm, not do any harm really to the collectors, and also to not like have the creators so much self-harm themselves, because it is kind of difficult to sell your NFTs when you do have a 50% royalty on it. It doesn't really encourage many buyers for reselling, but we do understand that some artists will want to use this 50% mechanism, or higher royalty percentages for specific projects. You can actually, if you are like running a project, and you can sign up as a project account, and the royalties aren't limited on that. So it was mainly just like an advisory for creators to make sure that they weren't just trying to set the full royalty percentage, not really understanding it, and then hurting their sales and their community in the process. But yeah, we are talking about extending that as well. And if you want to extend it straight away, you can create a project account.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you so much, guys. And it's looking great. The site is so cool, so fast. I'm loving using it so much. That video is coming up.
Awesome, man. Can't wait.
Great. Cool. And so we can do some more questions, but Josh and I actually kind of have something special we want to announce today for the first time for everybody that's coming next week. Josh, you want to do the honors?
Yeah, so we've actually, after the success of a community competition that was run within Harmony for the One Independence Day, for the Indonesian Independence Day, we had a lot of artists actually participating in this and creating their own NFTs to celebrate the Independence Day of Indonesia. And they had specific prompts to create their NFTs.
Sorry, boys. I was listening to the voice on.
Oh, sorry. I think JP just jumped in by accident there. But so yeah, we will be running a little competition next week. It's being funded by our Harmony NFT DAO that me and Andrew are on as well. We haven't touched our funds in a while, but we're looking to give them to the community through a fun contest. So we'll be running a little artist contest. We're going to deliver the prompts on Monday for what the prompts are for the artwork. And full week of artists just submitting their applications. Then we'll have a community vote, and the prize will be 5,001 for that competition. So excited to engage some of you guys, see your artistic talents, and looking forward to sharing it with you on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really excited to give away 5,001. And I can give a little hint. This will probably be a draw your own style competition.
Yes.
So we're going to present you with some artwork, and then you are going to recreate it in your style and then present it back to us. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. No, that sounds like a great time. That's incredible. That'll be a really, really fun event for everybody. When does so it starts next week? You send out the prompts next week. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to start it up on Monday. We want to get the word out the rest of this week, and then everybody can start at the same time on Monday when we release that artwork that the Draw Your Own Style will be based off of.
Okay, gotcha. Very cool.
Yeah, so then people will probably have about a week to submit something, and then we'll announce the winner the following week.
Perfect. That's great. What kind of are you going to enter? What kind of things are you going to draw?
Josh he's the famous he's the better drawer of the two, probably. I'm more of the music guy, so maybe I can do some background beats for his drawing though, because we've seen the Indonesian artist. I think the winner, he had a song with his art as well, right?
Yes,
John?
he did actually. So they had 3 prompts, which was like 2D, 3D, and then like musical. So they had music alongside his NFT. Which won it in the end, which was really cool. It was a great piece of artwork as well, and a great song as well.
Very nice. Very nice. I do have a question for you if you have a second.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
All right, cool. This might be a broader problem than just Mad NFTs, but I was wondering about, I see a lot of places where you can post a stock video for sale. I know that, again, requires a lot of file storage space, and I'm not sure how that takes place decentralized, but is that something that Mad NFTs could look into as doing something like a video stock sale platform?
Yeah. Like if you wanted to like create stock footage, you mean, and then sell it as NFTs, definitely.
Yeah, like sell the rights to be able to like use different video clips. Okay.
Yeah, and as far as rights goes, this has been something Josh and I actually had 3 or 4 Twitter spaces about commercial rights, NFTs, and the music industry. And then, you know, on the business development end of things, this is something him and I work on closely together. So we've been looking at templates, right? And it's a very tricky legal situation. But there are, have you guys heard of, what is it, AZ16? Anderson Horowitz? They're an investment firm, and they actually just released some templates for NFT creators that can help you manage your every, you know, piece of advice in that realm, but we can get you started and get you on the right track towards resources so that you can include a little document with your NFT, because we allow, you know, you can put tons of files on there. So you can actually include like a contract with your NFT that really lays out the rights. And we're really, really encouraging creators to do this and to learn about this alongside with us. And Josh, if you have anything on rights, I know that's a big topic there.
Yeah, I think, you know, that I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole there, but yeah, we have debated this topic a lot because it is an important one. We really believe in NFT utility and having creators learn about what different utilities they can provide, because a lot of them enter the space not really understanding. Well, they understand the fundamentals. Hey, listen, NFT, but they think that's where it ends. Whereas we're trying to teach creators as well that there are more things you can do. You don't have to do them. You can very much just say art is the utility. But we do encourage them to explore these different avenues of supporting their community, providing their community with some different utilities and ways to engage. So yeah, if you guys ever want to talk more about that, you can, again, join our spaces. Normally have them on Tuesdays at, I go on UTC time. Andrew, what's like a mountain time? what's a better
No,
one?
9 p.m. UTC is good, but that's
Yeah,
going to
9
be
p.m.
like
UTC.
3 p.m. Mountain Time or 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, those are the ones. And yeah, we can debate this more. But yeah, I mean, if you don't mind as well, I'd like to just quickly run through some of the biggest new features as well that we're going to be bringing with this new update, because I realize we haven't really gone over the biggest ones, which are the fact that we're going to have a full secondary marketplace now. Finally, on Harmony, you're going to have a native secondary marketplace where you can trade your NFTs that you've purchased. And we're also we've integrated both DaVinci NFTs and Tofu NFTs from Harmony.
Whoa,
So,
there you go.
yeah.
That's good. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so
Thank
that'll
you
be
very
day
much.
one. And if there are other projects, like let's say somebody wrote their own contract, we will be adding those slowly over time, as you know, there's demand for it and the collaborations work out.
Exactly.
That is a huge one. I know that's probably just one. I know you said you got a couple things, but that one there, that is really cool, guys. That's great.
Thank you very much. I mean, that's one that, you know, we definitely looked at the Harmony NFT ecosystem when we first entered, and when we originally entered, DaVinci was the main holder, but then we saw the fact that users were unable to trade them on the secondary market, so projects were very limited. So that was a thing we knew we wanted to solve and fix. We were originally a launch pad, but we knew, hey, we needed to get towards the marketplace standard for this community. So that's what's kind of taken us the longest time for these updates, is integrating it all, building our custom smart contracts that have, you know, all these split royalties, or, you know, standard royalties. And yeah, it's been a hell of a build, especially for a creative focused team instead of a developer focused team. But we've banded together, and everyone who's actually viewed our contract so far have said the word beautiful. So that's a good sign, and we're really excited, and yeah, just happy to help the NFT ecosystem that already exists in Harmony, and not just the future one that we hope will develop alongside us or with us.
Incredible. Well, mad props to you and your team for everything that you guys are doing, and I'm grateful to be building with you. I mean, just to be here and doing this together. So it's great. Are there any questions from the audience or anybody that would like to ask Matt NFT, Andrew, or Josh anything? Pixel, I know you probably got a ton of questions. You guys don't talk at all, so.
Great.
Sweet. Well, good deal. I actually am going to kind of ask Shiraj to kind of take the stage at this point. And so he's going to be taking on the next group of people that's going to be coming on. So Matt NFT, thank you, Josh, Andrew, you guys are incredible. Thank you.
Thank you, Logan. Yeah, well,
Thanks,
hopefully
Logan.
we'll
Cheers.
see you soon. So thank you, guys.
Awesome. That was so cool. All right, Pixel, who's coming up next?
We just have the one project left. Rocket Monsters had something come up, so they weren't able to make it. So we will have Ender's Gate coming up, and they will be showing us their card game, which I'm a big fan of. And as soon as I get some extra one, I'm buying in on. So we'll have them come up here now.
Awesome. All right, I'm excited.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing, everyone?
Hey, going good, going good. How are you guys?
Oh yeah, we're doing well.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
glad to be here.
So yeah, thanks for coming up and waiting to speak. And yeah, go ahead and take it away. If anyone in the audience has any questions, definitely you can line up behind the podium and yeah, go for it.
Oh, for sure. Let me share
Awesome.
my screen real quick.
So we're gonna start by, first of all, just introducing ourselves very briefly. I'll start. So my name's Duro. I've been working in crypto for quite some time. And this is our latest project. It's called Ender's Gate. The company behind Ender's Gate is called Five Head Games Studio. And it's the official company that's gonna bring new Web3 games to the blockchain. Yeah, you can take it away, African.
Yeah. So real quick, backtracking. You guys, this is a dope platform right here. What you guys have here, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, Crypto Arcade. We were just walking around, like just boying over what we were seeing. It's really adding another layer to that AMA aspect, right? Like typically, like with you guys even getting off the stage and taking a new host taking the reins is pretty it's like cool to see visual aspect of it. But yeah, heading back to what we're mentioning. Oh yeah, so my IRL name is David. I go by African Beard in the crypto space. We basically jumped into Five Head Games, the game company, after realizing that hey, we're consumers, right? We're big gamers in general, and we felt that there weren't really games that were doing what we wanted to see in the space. So we kind of took matters into our own hands and felt what's one more company on the blockchain that's delivering some games that we want to play. So that's where we came in. We started off with our flagship title, Ender's Gate. It is a trading card game that is inspired by Yu-Gi-Oh! And we are specifically the team really likes the logic that Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes on the card effects and just the play style. So it was really the defining factor for us. We saw a lot of games already doing or going towards the Hearthstone route. So we kind of wanted to give a bit more variety. With Ender's Gate, we are currently launched on Harmony. We have an NFT support. You can actually you could get NFT packs from us. Each pack is an NFT in itself. You can trade the packs. You can move them from your wallet to another individual's wallet. It's currently only available on our NFT marketplace, but we're working on launching on a few other marketplaces. I actually sent a DM to Mad NFT, so we're gonna be looking towards maybe a collab there. But going back on the packs, each pack contains a random assortment of cards that fall into a rarity, and once you open the pack through our front end, it gives you 5 cards for you to enjoy. So this is basically our white paper. I'm going to go through it real quick. Essentially, we're as mentioned, we're supported on Harmony. We're currently building our Polygon infrastructure. with the help of XP Network. They're helping us with the bridging efforts. From there, we plan on heading to Solana, as well as Avalanche, Binance, and Ethereum. Currently waiting. We're really paying attention to what Ethereum is doing with the merge. So it's pretty interesting. We have a pretty interesting spot where we get to observe, but still continue building, right?
Yeah.
And our end goal will be to essentially support as many EVMs out there, and ensure that a secure user experience could be had. Going real quick into let me jump into what our game is essentially. Each user is given a game board, on their respective side, and they gain a deck of cards, which consist of 25 to 30 cards that they pre-built themselves. They then head into a game and play against other players. Essentially, the goal of the game is to deplete your opponent's life points on the top right. This is our old UI actually. We'll jump into a game and play a match real quick against each other and explain a bit on what's going on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, sure, we could do that right now.
Yeah, I'm already matchmaking.
Okay. Before I head into matchmaking, I'm just gonna really quickly jump into the deck building and just show what to expect. Are you guys seeing my screen okay, by the way?
Looks great.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool. So each there's about, I think there's 28 cards in here. I gotta add 2 more. But yeah, this is a deck that I built. It's just a Venom deck. It's added a bit of crowd control with a few character cards. This card right here, Master Quake, allows me to prevent cards from attacking. I hope to demonstrate this in the game. And essentially, I plan to do some overtime damage with some of these characters that I have in my deck. Quickly gonna add 2 more cards on the right. 2 of these. So yeah, our deck building is really about trying to figure out what cards work best for you on your playstyle. We'll have it so that each card is verified before you could actually create your deck. We'll also list other cards so you can see how to obtain them. Some could be exclusive drops on specific marketplaces, so you'd have to go over there and check them out, or you could head to a marketplace that we link there for you to shop around, right? After you create your deck, you also have the option to incorporate a avatar card. This is Dracul. He is he was actually the first card we introduced, and it actually helped bootstrap this whole project. Our community turned out, we had about 271 sales, and that's really what did it for us. So it's one of the most, well, actually, it is the rarest card in our game, and we plan on it to be this way. I actually won't be adding one. I think Duro, you have one in your deck, right?
I think I do, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna add one just so I guess we can see how the game is with when someone doesn't have one. Yeah, okay. Arena, start matchmaking. So each game is decided by the first player to go. It's decided by a coin flip. From there, basically you can see your cards in your hand. Right now, this is an older build that we're playing right now, so there's a few updates that need to be pushed out. We do have the chat feature, so you can chat with your opponent. Yep, and let's head into the game. So in main phase 1 is where you perform most of your actions. I'm gonna go ahead and hire a few guardian cards. And 1 more. And after you can't attack in the first turn. So you basically have to wait till your opponent sets up his board as well. He currently has Dracul in his deck, so it's signified by this 3D model of Dracul. And he does little things. We plan on these are Duro, you have the updated textures, or You still
For the
working on that?
dragon, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, yeah. So we plan on increasing quality a bit, and yeah, we feel like we can do something cool with the 3D assets within the game. Give users a bit more, customization.
See
Okay.
if I can do anything here. That's gonna be an end turn for me, and now
Okay.
you can attack me.
Yeah, so the third turn is when users can attack. This was a community decision, and we think it really gives balance to the game. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I'll just go ahead and summon Zala and just try to take out one of your guardian cards. Or
And by
few.
the way, for anyone that wants to get a full experience where you see the resolution as it's supposed to be, I don't think the stream does it justice. So if anyone wants to, play a match, you're free to go on the site and take a look
Yeah.
for yourself.
Now we have guardian elements also play a factor in the game. If you actually could pull up the guardian card power scaling. Let me see real quick if I could. Okay, so these are the elements. Each guardian has a chance of causing 20%, a 20% chance of causing 25 plus extra damage as critical damage based on this elemental tree. So in this case, I don't have any advantages here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take out some of his guardians with attacking. Let's see. Could almost clear your board, but not quite.
Maybe you can also check if you're streaming source or if.
Am I? Oh, is it blurry right now? Let's see.
Yeah, just maybe you can stream source.
I'll try a second. Boom, window. Screen 2. How was the quality for you guys, by the way?
It was actually decent. I could see what he was saying with it getting a little blurry during the action parts, but I could tell it was
Okay. I see.
It was cool.
I'm gonna see if
Very,
I could.
very, very cool.
Maybe this might. Is this a clear? Is this clear? A bit more clear?
Not really, but I don't
No.
think we can get a better resolution. So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
fine then.
All right.
Yeah, this
So,
totally
yeah.
worked for me.
All right. Sweet.
Awesome. Yeah, so now it's my turn. So I'm just gonna get some more cards on the field, and I'm gonna attack African.
Yeah.
See.
Now you can't attack your opponent's life points directly until essentially your opponent's board is clear. There have been times where we've seen players on their last breath and very low on HP, and they're about to lose, but then they have enough cards that they've been saving up in their hand, and they could basically turn the match around.
Here we go. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Now, yeah, you draw a card through just clicking your deck. The mobile build is the next thing on our roadmap. We're very close to releasing it on Android, and plans to work on releasing the iOS version is still being hashed out. My Gargoyle is really low, so I'm actually going to use my calculated draw and just sacrifice him to draw two cards. Perfect. I have some more cards I can summon. And actually, I'm going to activate Future Sight and then just continue doing my. Oh, you have. Okay. Try and take him out as fast as I can. He's a bit tanky.
Yeah, I put him on the board for this reason. So you attack the Henry instead of other cards.
Yeah, that's not gonna stop me though. So while we're playing, if there's any questions that people want to raise, I could look into that as well.
Let's see. It's my turn now.
Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, I see a hand up.
Cool. Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my question, I guess, is just kind of about the 3D assets, like how they're built. We do have like a gallery, a virtual gallery built in Unity that we recently upgraded to Unreal Engine 5. But definitely for some of like our bigger partner projects who have 3D assets, we're looking for ways to, either support those in VR or, other ways on the platform. So just curious as to how those are built or managed.
Oh, our 3D assets are basically developed in applications like Blender. Then we have them rigged. What's your actual I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand the question a bit better. You have creators looking for a better way to are you saying create the assets?
So we want to be able to integrate 3D assets. I mean, especially for creators who already have them, like you guys. So we have a big Unity build. It'd be nice to put like that dragon, for example. If you guys had a display in our gallery, if you have the 3D asset, that's something we could potentially use. But Blender
I
sounds
see.
great
Ah, I
since
see what you mean.
you can export it so many different ways. There's
Yeah, for
definitely
sure.
a file type that would be supported by us here at MAD. So that sounds awesome.
Sweet,
Yeah,
awesome.
definitely.
Wanna-
African, I think you need to
Yeah, I don't think
do a card action.
I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna forfeit. I'm not. Yeah, I feel like
Sure.
there isn't really much
do
I
it
can
then.
do on my end. Yeah, this is an older build. Sorry, guys. The newer one is much more is polished.
Well, it's every single build that we do, we try to improve the quality of everything. Not UI, the game assets, the board, the functionality. All of that goes into every single update that we do.
Yeah, I will speak a bit more on the lore behind the game and other additional things we're looking to do. So I'm checking my screen. Yeah, I'm still showing. All right, so we currently one thing that we heard earlier in the space was the onboarding process for Web 2, and it's something that we are also looking to implement and make it as seamless as possible. Definitely like what we're seeing from the one wallet and other projects. So it's something that we continuously see newer and newer ways of getting Web 2 individuals into the space. Right now, the main way to access our game is through MetaMask. And soon we'll be looking into adding more wallets. Definitely, we're also trying to figure out the best process for free to play. We have a good feeling for it at the moment, but it's going to take a lot of simulations and testing to figure out the final verdict for that.
But important to note here is also that it wouldn't be only free to play, right? This would be a small portion of the game that would be free to play.
Yeah,
I just wanted
precisely.
to mention that so we don't get it confused that the whole game is going to be free to play. That's not going to be the case.
Correct. Well, yeah, that's with microtransactions of any game.
Yes.
So going through the storyline of the game, we actually this is an original story we put together. We built it in a way where we're trying to add as many storylines to it. Be it, let's say, another project has a PFP project that they have out, and they have a story behind it. Maybe give those characters a backstory as well, and let them coexist within this universe we're trying to build out here. It's really something that we feel it's like we came into the space, we thought there'd be more collaboration, and it's not everyone that's currently here is a great sign that we're moving towards the right direction, right? So we're super excited for the storyline. I'm going to actually show you a bit of the comic that we're building out for it. It's going to be our first edition called Humans versus Ogres, and there's going to be additional books to it. It's something that we really want to push forward, and we enjoy storytelling, right? Let me show you
The
some of.
comics are gonna be free to read, but
Yeah.
everyone's gonna have an option to mint them. So it's,
Yeah.
if anyone wants to just read them, you're gonna be able to without paying anything.
Yeah. So
If you really like it, then you're also gonna be able to mint it.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, it's not supposed to be like force it down your throat kind of thing. Here's one of our sketches made by our talented artist. I'm really looking forward to debuting both comics. We have a credits section where links right to his profile, as well as our gallery. I'm gonna show a bit of what we're working on there. Try and give support to the artists that we work with.
So yeah, now you're just showing the sketches and the full
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah,
Something
precisely.
important to note here as well is that we already have issue 1 and issue 2 done, and I think issue 3 is on the way, or is it issue 4 even?
It's pretty deep right now. It's
yeah, so we're pretty far along in making the comics. We haven't released anything just because we want to have a bit more to offer before we do. But yeah, so far so good.
Yeah. On our Git, we have our good book. We have a bit of the backstories pertaining to each character, and some of them showing how they connect. And we're really excited for the continuation of some of these stories and to expand on them, right? Going on to our card gallery, we actually have all of our cards on display, and we allow for filtering of each card and their respective rarities. When you actually click on a card, you're able to see uh, uh, we're going to add the artist that created it underneath. We're actually going to be working on that today. It's a JSON pull, but anyway, we essentially show your known synergies, and once you click on the known synergies, it also links to the card and allows you to then explore the marketplace, not the marketplace, but explore the card gallery a bit in a seamless fashion to kind of, as a new user, you'll have a direct window into what we're trying to build out here.
So basically what synergies are, they're cards that connect in some way to the card that you're watching right now. So as you can see, Atnor has a known synergy of Eros, and
Yeah.
Eros is basically the father of Atnor, right? So these two cards have a connection, and that's why they show in the known synergies box.
Yeah, Eros also has a connection to Kronk, and it's essentially part of the lore. Eros has an army of creatures, and actually one human being our boy right here, Zenzo. And so it all ties in to the game, and we really want players to have something that they feel they can grow with and learn the lore and actually contribute to. A lot of our art has been community uh, uh, submitted, be it sketches, and we then take those sketches and then really work with our artist. Right now, Arya is one of our he's one of our big artists with us. He's an Indonesian artist. Really want to shout him out right now. He actually drew Atnor and Eros. A different artist drew Kronk. But that's the thing. Our artists are so talented that they could really stay close to each other's styles. Link to Arya's profile. So each card will have art by, and then you can head right there to the hyperlink, and it takes you to more of their profile. So yeah, that's something that we want to continue pushing forward and building on.
Yeah, and there is also one more topic, the general topic that I want to touch upon, and it's what's the direction of EG right now for this year and the start of the next year. And very simply, here's our plan. So we are gonna expand the game, going on multiple blockchains. The first one is, like we mentioned, Polygon, and then expand further from that. That's all gonna be happening until the end of the year, and then we're also gonna be hopefully partnering with some big marketplaces. One of them also we're hoping OpenSea, also until end of the year. and then next year we're just going to add upon that as well. So right now we're just worrying about improving the product and expanding the product, and that's it. And African, do you have anything else to say, or?
No.
I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything. Yeah, can't really think of anything. I guess let me throw a link to the Discord just in case anyone wants to join. This is our Discord, and I guess I could also grab our TG link.
Sure. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask us as well.
Oh yeah, thanks, Pixel. We really love that too. We really want to reach out to as many artists that want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
You used to sort your Magic the Gathering cards. Yes, I see. I did the same thing with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I was a bit more cringe because I do it in front of the TV set when the show was on.
Nice. Yeah, I actually just went and tested the website out, and I put a couple of card tables next to your booth. So
Nice.
The game is actually plugged into the card tables and will work within the space. So we will definitely set up some tournaments and everything in here.
That's very cool.
That'd be really cool. Yeah. Yeah, we love this this setup here. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's different. It reminds me of some of the games I played in the past. Really niche games like the one's called Growl Online. This gives me vibes of that,
and Bra.io as well.
Yeah, well, and like Habbo Hotel, all that. Yeah, it's really cool. I like what you guys are building here.
Yeah, Bra.io is actually plugged into the computers on the left side of the arcade, so you can play that.
I'm gonna play that.
Oh, nice.
That's sick.
So yeah, anyone that's still in here too, if you haven't signed the guest book at the top, you can go ahead and sign that, and everyone who's come in today will get a free NFT. So that's available as well before anyone ducks out. But if anyone else has any more questions, just let us know. I'm definitely looking forward to hopping in and starting to play more.
Oh yeah.
I think someone said something, but I couldn't quite catch that.
Sorry, yeah, it was me. I was asking Pixels where the guest book is actually at the top.
Looks like Josh might be talking. Let me see.
Yeah, he asked where the book is to sign in.
You can't hear him. It's where Duro's going. Hit follow on him.
Yeah, that's funny.
He thinks we can hear him.
Proximity mics, guys.
That's the funny. Oh man, it's hilarious.
We can relay the message across. Hey, but thanks for showing the Ender's Gate card game. That it looks so cool. Really like the Yu-Gi-Oh vibes and how there's like 3-dimensional action going on.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long journey, but we have a lot longer to go. So very excited for the future.
And after this game, yeah, we have some other IPs that we want to drop as well. For Web3.
We have this tendency to work on much more than we show, and
yeah,
we have a lot of things done that no one even knows about, or we haven't shown yet, and it's just because the priority right now is CG as well. But we're definitely ready for the future. Yeah, we have much more to put out.
Oh man, that's exciting. You guys are hustling hard at work. Really appreciate you guys showing off everything, and I'm really excited to see what you guys build.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun working in crypto, definitely.
Yeah, and thanks everyone for joining. That was so cool. Like I think we topped out at like 35 people or something like that. But yeah, thanks for listening and sticking it through, and thanks Pixel for setting everything up and arranging everything and coordinating all these projects, and really appreciate all your hard work. You are the man.
Nah, I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone coming through. If you missed any of it, I've been screen recording as well, so I will make sure to get that uploaded so that it can be watched back for anyone who wasn't here as well. And then if you want to just go ahead and hang out, connect with people further, I'll probably just go ahead and put on Spotify playlist, put my character next to a DJ booth, and we'll just go ahead and party for the rest of the time until everyone heads out. But and if you don't like my music selection, just go ahead and mute my ass. So have a good one, and we'll go ahead and get this going again for next month.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Pixel.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.